I thought you were going to say, is Killorn playing tonight?
No, not this time.
we have a day off tomorrow. There are none. To be honest, it's we all knew this. Now I can just tell everybody, like, this team, knowing that we're probably not going to be together. This was the end of a special group for 2 years, and I mean, who knows what's going to happen here? But I think that was a huge motivator for our group, and to be a part of this and to be able to do it, 2 years in a row. Like, you've heard me till you're sick in the face saying, "Oh, are we full?" But like, let's be honest, we've been knocking at the door for so many years, and now to be able to do it back to back, like, it kind of cements this group as, well, they're special. And this group staff here has been just phenomenal, but really happy for this guy beside me, because this is it's his first. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it's amazing.
Joe Smith, The Athletic.
Hey, John, congratulations to all you guys. I think I saw you toward the end of the celebration, like, take a picture out there on the ice from the fans, or a selfie, or just what was the emotions like on there, still being celebrated with the fans as opposed to last year you didn't have them there, and what was that moment like for you?
Well, it's just like, you never forget your first, and that's called a double it's a double entendre there. So, but we were missing this, and that was a big thing for us, was like, we didn't get to share it with not only our fans, but Florida and Carolina and Islanders and every team in the league. Like, is watching the fans be able to come back in the building, and even in Montreal, like, that's why we play. Like, it's unique, and it was just like we were doing it for the first time again. It was amazing to have fans in the building, and so it's like we've won 2 completely different Stanley Cups, and that's what makes it extremely special for us, is that, you do one without fans, and then you do one in your home building, and we couldn't have written the script any better.
Ken Campbell.
Hey, John. You've talked an awful lot about this, the legacy of this group, and the fact that it won't be the same group next year. But I mean, the fact is, you've got the best goalie in the world. You've got one of the best defensemen in the world. You've got one of the most talented players in the world. You've got an okay coaching staff. You've got one of the best GMs in the league as well.
Great to see you haven't changed, Ken.
I try. But I'm just wondering, John, I mean, like, this, are we looking at a dynasty in the making here? Because the core of this group is coming back, and I don't think you guys are going anywhere for a while.
I don't want to sit here and think about next year quite yet. Do we, as management and ownership and everybody, put a magical group together? Yes. Do we have star power of players? There's no doubt. And just gamers throughout the lineup. And it's just like everybody chips in, and I look at, some guys that, it's just done different ways. And last year, Point and Cooch and Palat carried us to a Stanley Cup. And this year, you got it from them, but you got it from other people too. And it's a remarkable, like, feeling to be, especially when we're knocking at the door for so many years. And then you start, we went from the new kids on the block that, oh my gosh, in 2015, these guys are so much fun to watch, they're going to be back again, to all of a sudden it gets tilted, and now we're the team that can't get it done, to now you're throwing the word dynasty around. And so that's a huge wave of emotions in a 7-year or 6-year span to go through. But this core went through it together, and it is coming back. But it's so hard to win in this league. You've heard me say this, till I'm blue in the face. But Who's getting fined? Hey. There he is.
Hang on, guys. Wait,
Yeah.
just wait for Nige.
But just special group, and who knows? I guess we'll see if we can three-peat.
Dan Rosen, NHL.com.
Guys, congratulations. John, earlier in the series, you said we all might be, everybody might be a little guilty of taking Andrei Vasilevsky for granted here. And that's clearly not going to be the case anymore, if it was the case at all. I don't know what more you could say about him, but what is it like as a coach to have a goalie like that?
He makes guys like us look good, is what he does. But what's remarkable to me, like I can't believe like how he shuts the door in the biggest games of his career. And it's I don't know, what is it? Is it 5 now? Like 5. It's yeah, he's the big cat. And he when he locks in, he is remarkable to watch. And you look at the guy he's going against. Let's be honest, like the best goalie in my era, we just played against. And the best goalie now in this next era is the goalie just won a Stanley Cup. And so I think hockey fans were privileged to watch 2 generational goalies play tonight. And, a torch has been passed. But it's a luxury for us.
JF Chamat, Journal de Montreal.
Hi, John. Don't take it badly, but I'd like to ask a question to French Jean, if it's possible in French.
Oh, yes. Come on, Frank. Hey, no, yeah, let's go. Right here. Come on, Frankie. Take front and center here. Take front and center. Yeah. Merci.
Allô?
Salut, Franz. Je suis juste curieux. John en parlait en anglais, mais pour toi, de voir Andrei Vasilevsky qui soulève pas juste la Coupe Stanley, mais également le trophée Conn Smythe, qu'est-ce qui te passe par l'esprit quand tu le vois soulever le Conn Smythe?
Écoute, c'est un athlète exceptionnel qui travaille. Tout ce qu'il fait dans sa vie, c'est pour être le meilleur gardien de but au monde. C'est aussi simple que ça. Depuis que je le connais, on l'a repêché en 2012, si je ne me trompe pas. Puis, il a toujours eu cet objectif-là dans sa mire. À tous les jours, il se présente. Il fait tout ce qu'il a à faire au niveau hors glace, sur la glace, pour être le meilleur gardien de but possible pour l'organisation. Puis, il mérite tout ce qui lui arrive. C'est pas un accident. C'est vraiment un athlète exceptionnel. C'est un joueur spécial. Très spécial.
John Romano, Tampa Bay Times.
Okay, exit right.
Hey, John. I assume you're not going to go to sleep for a while now, but I'm curious, when you do tonight, what is going to be your final thoughts? What is going to be your memory of this evening?
You know what the memory that jumps out into my head right now that probably exemplified our team was Barclay Goodrow's block on Shea Weber's shot. That exemplifies everything with our team.
Eric Erlingson, Lightning Insider.
Congratulations, gentlemen, especially a 3-cup guy himself there, Nigel. John, you had talked a little bit earlier about in 2015 and watching Chicago celebrate on their home ice. And you mentioned that this group, you don't know how many are going to be able to come back next year. So to be able to kind of, bring it full circle a little bit by clinching this one on home ice, what does it mean to be able to do that with the group, including a couple of guys that are there on the stage there with you?
To be honest, the big one for me was the Vinnick family being there. That was everything. And he wasn't able to be in the bubble last year, and in a weird way, like he couldn't come to Montreal for Game 4, and so like the script was written, and for Jeff to be here and for him to be able to enjoy this in front of the creation he built and the fan base that has passionately followed our team, that was everything for me. And the smile on his face, that was ice. That was it. And I'm so happy for him.
We have time for two more. Evan Klosky, CBS 10.
John, I just want to ask you because I'm by the ice and I see your kids are out here. Just what's it like to share this moment with your family and to know that they can have this moment too and be a part of it.
Yeah, like that, especially last year when it's definitely a different celebration last year than it was this year. But that was the big thing. As soon as we walked in, everybody wanted to be with their families, and that's everything, right? Like you can sit here and this is our family, but you want those closest to you to be a part of it. And for me personally, my kids understand. They understand what they're doing and what's going on and the magnitude of this. And it is to have your wife and everybody, and like my dad couldn't be here with us, and I got to FaceTime him on the ice. And Dad, we've never FaceTimed because you've never known what button to push, but you found the right button to push tonight, and you nailed it. And that was everything to me.
Last question, Tracy Myers, NHL.com.
John, thank you for doing this. You touched upon him earlier, but just wanted to ask you about Nikita Kucherov and Braden Point, for them to bring the offense that they did throughout this whole playoffs for you, and what their contributions meant. Thank you.
Let's be honest, like Nikita Kucherov, I'm not going to label anybody as the best players in the world, but if you threw 5 names in a hat, you'd have to sit here and say his would be in there. And for Braden Point, he's the straw that stirs the drink on this team. And those two guys are magic on ice together. And they've done it for years now, but 2 postseasons, they've shown what they can do. And especially with one of them not being able to play for 56 straight games, and to have the chemistry those guys have had throughout, special players, special moment, special time, and a big reason why we're up here.
Guys, thanks for the time. Appreciate it.